The endurance riders put a whole lot of emphasis on pulse because your pulse is like the indicator of how much stress your horse is going through. If you've got a truck, you drive, you look at your dash lights. Going down the trail with a heart rate monitor, it's like having a tachometer on your truck. You can see like the RPMs, you can see what his heart rate is as it's going. But in the beginning, until you get to training a little harder, a stethoscope is more than enough. What you want to know first is your horse's resting heart rate. But you want to get him preferably when he's not eating, relaxed, and just get an idea of what is normal for this horse. I've seen them anywhere from 28 to 44. 44 tended to be a horse that was a little more excitable. I don't think that was his true resting heart rate. To take a pulse, need a standard stethoscope. They don't have to be an expensive one. Ask your horse to move his leg forward. Take a stethoscope. Put it just behind the elbow. Now what you're listening for is dub thub, dub thub. Dub thub is one beat. So it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now, what we do is we usually take a 15-second count. Once the second hand is right on the number, you start with 0. So I'm hearing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 32. So multiply that times 4 and you've got your resting heart rate. So this horse is 32 and we're getting ready to do around a 13-mile loop. It's very hot today, it's very humid. Now what we'll be looking for when we come back, the horse's heart beating pumps blood to the surface, gets in these surface vessels and cools it. On a day like today, if his pulse stays too high, he may just be too hot. So when we come back in, what I want is for his pulse to be well below 64, below 64 within 10 minutes is sort of the standard, but I would think 3 or 4 minutes is more what I'm looking for. I don't want to push him. We're not training hard right now. This is a young horse, hasn't done his first 50 yet. So we're going to come in, and when I take his pulse, if he's below 64, by the time I get it taken, I'm going to be happy. Okay, we came in off the trail at 11:15. It's now about 11:17 and a half, maybe 11:18. 13. 52. Alright, we have been back 9 minutes. Let's see what we've got. He's right at 40, 44. So that's good. 10 minutes. He's at 40, 44. A lot of people would say, oh, you didn't work him nearly hard enough. But he's at the young legging up stage, or the early legging up stage. So, when you bring him in, come in off the trail, looking at the onboard heart monitor I had, I know that when he was on the trail coming around the crest of the hill, he was right around 120. As we walked down the last 50 yards, standing here, he was at 80. Within, 3 minutes, he was 52. I mean, that's excellent as far as not stressed at all.